In solo leveling, the Frost Monarch acknowledges the sheer number of soldiers under Jin Woo's command and questions why the Shadow Monarch didn't make contact with them even after amassing such a significant force. Remembering the Ice Elf, who failed to be extracted from, Jin thinks that he was forgetting about it as the Monarch confirms that Jin was the thing he was missing out on. Charging his breath, ice surrounds Jin Woo's arm as the Blue Grandpa blasts ice and sends Jin flying into the air. Questioning if he's a magic user type, Jin summons a dagger and shatters the ice, suggesting they stop fighting, as he's not here to fight with their lives on the line. The Frost Monarch asks Jin Woo if he had come to save a particular human, and in this moment, Jin realizes that this ant is the one he put on the chairman. As he looks up to see a weakened Gunhee approaching the broken window, Blue Grandpa points an ice blade at him and tells Jin to choose: fight against him or save the chairman. The Monarch launches the spear. Jin quickly uses ruler's authority, but the Frost Monarch's magic resistance negates the effect. Realizing this, Jin leaps upward and throws his dagger. However, it misses as the ice spear dodges it in midair. Just as the spear closes in on the chairman, Jin Woo jumps in the way, deflecting it with his dagger into a nearby building. Looking back, he sees the Monarch trying to flee and summons his daggers. Using Dagger Rush, he pierces his shoulder. Enraged that a mere vessel dared scratch him, he admits that he, the Frost Monarch, will retreat and wait for the next time Jin's shadows open again, and to think of the nearly dead human as a gift for his shadow army. Guessing he couldn't do anything as events unfolded because of the barrier, Jin curses. Beside the chairman, he knows it's not something he can heal with a healing potion, so he calls Beru. Blitzing to the scene, he orders him to heal Gunhee. However, after trying to heal him, Beru admits his healing didn't work. Left with no other choice, Jin considers the holy water of life might help, but the chairman grasps his hand, pleading for him not to use it. Thanking him for coming, Dripwoo tells him he'll send him to a hospital. However, Gunhee says it's not use after taking damage from those attacks. He goes on to explain that he came in contact with a supreme being and has learned their plan, the remaining fight, and the things they must do, and is relieved that Jin is here. Thanking Jin once more for possessing such power, he says that the gates and dungeons weren't for them, but simply a means the rulers used to protect them. Telling Jin Woo that he'll someday have to choose which side to stand on, the chairman requests he remains on the side of the humans, admitting that he had always wanted to fight alongside young hunters like Jin Woo. However, his failing body had made it an impossible feat. Nonetheless, he had no regrets, for he could now entrust the future to the younger generation. Slipping into unconsciousness, he sheds a tear as his grip loosens and his arm falls. The surrounding ice shattered, and the cracked barrier broke as Jin sits over